Panther people, what up? Training camp day one recap. Bryce Young, he's the gosh darn guy. Panthers supposed to Phil Perkins here in Toronto. It's feeling like 40 degrees. So I'm saying around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm sure it feels way swampier, way sweatier in Spartanburg for Carolina Panthers training camp in Wofford. But you know what? I think fans do not care. They don't care if they're wearing 3 Bryce Young jerseys, the processed blue, the black, the white, a hoodie, a hat, and sweatpants with Bryce swag on it. Everyone feels amazing. Everyone feels like they're on cloud 9. Everyone could feel the slightest breath of fresh air because being a Carolina Panthers fan has never felt this good since around 2020. Let's be real. Even before that, 2018, 2019, let's be honest, since the Super Bowl loss, being a Carolina Panthers fan has been difficult. Now, I know Bryce Young and the rest of the team have not taken a single snap at a regular season game, but he is officially the starter. Everyone is believing the hype. He's walking in with a boatload of confidence, and he is leaving everybody not speechless because they're actually talking about it, but he's blowing people away with what he is doing pre-snap, post-snap, after the whistle, on the mic, with the social team. He is the real deal, and I think everybody knows it. I think everybody knows. I think the fans know it. I think the players know it. I know the coaches know it. And I think it is a darn good day, which is why I'm wearing this jersey. I just feel like I'm ready for game day. I'm ready for week 1 against Atlanta. Just put us in the win column right away. Obviously, as I mentioned before, not in Spartanburg right now. So I am completely reliant on the vloggers, the content creators who are out there who apparently can't record practice, which makes sense. I do know this as a reporter that they have a media portion. So a portion of the practice that you are allowed to shoot. It's normally just warm-ups, maybe some special teams. But once they start doing some install on offense or doing anything that has to do with the system, offensive, defensive, no one can record, including credited media. So you better be sure that just content creators on the hill cannot shoot anything. So I get that. So, but from whatever visuals I am getting, totally reliant on, Aaron, Rashad and Dave, anybody else who's out there. I'm watching your videos. I'm liking them. I'm going to shout them out if I notice anything cool. Obviously, Mike K with The Observer, Joe Person from The Athletic. I'm basically going back and forth. Sheena, Vashti, who still don't respond to my tweets. Totally fine. They're very big deals, and so they can't appear on this as of yet. But when they're ready, I'm always here. But I'm checking out everybody's videos, obviously the Panthers official videos as well. I hope to one day go to Spartanburg. I don't know if I could bring my entire family because it seems like it'd be a little bit too hot for them. But I'm about that. I'm a sun god. I love the sun. I love the heat. I love sweating in every crevice. I'm all about that. Bryce Young, he's the guy. We already know it. If someone asks about his relationship with his parents one more time, like he's 16, going to camp for the first time, I know he's got great parents. But the Bosa family have a great family as well. The Manning family have a great family. When they were rookies, I don't remember them talking about their parents that much. It's like he's a baby. He just turned 22, okay? He could legally drink in America. He could drink in Canada for 3 years already. In Quebec, 4 years. So let's stop talking about his parents. Because I know he's a leader. I know they're going to follow him. But you're talking to him like he's 16 years old going overnight camp for the very first time, okay? He's got 2 parents. That's great. That's awesome. No one else gets asked that question. Is anyone asking Miles Sanders how his parents got him here? No. Did anyone ask Jonathan Mingo, who's a rookie as well? Oh, it looks like you have a really great relationship with your parents. We've already heard it. We've seen it. We saw in the pre-draft. That's done. He's a quarterback now. He's a gosh darn man. He is the leader of this team. He can't be looking over to dad, asking dad or mom, what do I do here on 3rd and long? Okay, moving on. Take a look at this video that the Panthers socials put up. Screen capture. So Bryce Young, obviously the snap goes above his head. He finds CJ Chark in the middle of the field, deep between 2 defenders. To me, that's a touchdown. But let's take a look at this. I am no QB coach here, but I'm just noticing a couple things. And I think they're doing this on purpose. Obviously, people are talking about this pass, but there's so much to this. So look at this. Firstly, the pass or the snap above his head to the right. Above his head to the right. And at no point, if you take a look at his eyes, is he even looking at his hands. He's not even looking at his hands. He's looking downfield. So his peripheral vision, his hand-eye coordination, the feel for the game, his connection with the center already there. Derek Brown, nice swing move, trying to get around the tackle. Fake handoff to Chuba wearing the rugby cap. He's looking downfield now. First read, no good. He's taking a look at Derek Brown coming back on the inside, looking at Chuba, not finding Chuba, looking at DJ Chark, who's going to flash on the screen right there. Frank Reich behind Bryce. So he's a quarterback too. So he's seeing what Bryce is seeing. What is Bryce going to do? The ball is out. Look at this. Boom. He's cocking that thing back. DJ Chark hasn't even turned his head. Has a defensive back all over him. The ball is out. Literally the tips of Bryce's fingers are just barely, the tip of the fingernails are touching the football. It is out. It is out, not tipped. Hell yeah. And then Chark turns on the Jets, finds it over the shoulder, basket between two defenders, and in stride. He does not have to slow down one bit. It just gets him, bang. Use the speed, keep the speed, get your Ted Ginn on circa 2015, and just rip it. Just beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Just like it shows you everything that makes Bryce Young amazing. Out to Brian Burns, we had other players who do not have a contract right now, not practicing at all. But Brian Burns knows that he's a leader on this team, knows that he's wanted on this team, and I honestly think he just likes being on this team. He's rocking the number 0. People are loving it. I think he just wanted to rock it himself and just have fun, and he was killing it. He looked healthy. They're going to get that done. There's other defensive ends that are getting paid right now. So I think his agents are just going to be looking at that and be like, okay, this is comparable. I think he's going to get paid, before the season starts. They have to. Contract negotiations are ongoing. Obviously, he can't say too much about that because it's just his agent, Scott Fitter and Samir Suleiman, working on that. But he feels good. I know he's a young guy. He's still a young guy, but he is getting into the waking up early thing, taking care of his body. He got a Whoop band, which is supposed to track your sleep and your recovery and all that. I didn't know people still use Whoop bands, to be honest. So I don't know if he just got on it, but hey, it's the effort. Like LeBron James spends $1 million at least a year on his body, staying in peak physical shape. So Brian Burns can get 50% of that. That's great for everybody. But he's waking up at 5:30 in the morning with Shaq. They're working out. Hopefully get some other rookies to get involved as well. You got to see his day. Sure, soon enough, he's going to be taking cold plunges and being up at 4 in the morning, eating only meat. That's going to be Brian Burns. I think it was Mike K. That Laviska Shenault was in the backfield a lot, and then we should prepare for that. And we have been preparing for that. I literally did an episode on that, how I think he could be the Carolina Panthers' Deebo Samuel. He is that one guy who's not a pure wide receiver. He's a wide receiver, but he's also a running back. He's a tight end. He's a slot receiver. He's all those things. I think he's going to be huge for this team, a gadget guy for Thomas Brown to use. And I think it's going to be an absolutely beautiful thing to see this year. Jonathan Mingo talked about why he did not train with the other quarterback. It was Andy Dalton. I don't know if Matt Corral was there, but Bryce Young as well. But he wasn't there with the other wide receiver skill position players. He just said he's been working with the same dude forever, since high school. So he said, if it don't broke, don't fix it. So sure, but maybe next year, do it in terms of chemistry. Because let's just see how you do this year. I think you're going to be great, but next year, stick with your guys. Some injury news. Chandler Zavala, who I did that little, taking the leap preview, a guy that I think is going to become a household name leading up to the training camp. And he's out for a couple of weeks after tweaking his hamstring. So that is the one injury we got there. Just glad it wasn't, obviously, I want him to get better, but it wasn't anybody else. We didn't hear anything bad about Brian Burns, Dante Jackson, Chuba Hubbard, Miles Sanders, anybody like that. So health front, Chandler Zavala, take care of that hammy. Those things are tricky. Take care. I think you're going to be big this year. It was Johnny Hecker. I'm trying it right now. He showed up to day 0 of training camp. People just arriving, and he showed up in a retro Frank Reich Carolina Panthers kit jersey. Sorry, soccer brain. But it didn't look like he was wearing a shirt underneath. I'm doing that right now with my Luke Kuechly jersey. It feels sweaty already, and it's nighttime. So let me know. Cut, uncut, keep it, don't keep it. Wearing a football jersey, I get other jerseys, but wearing a football jersey without something underneath, without a dry fit shirt, without a t-shirt, without a tank top. In the wintertime, I get it. You might want to wear a hoodie and all that stuff. But in the summer, in a place like Spartanburg, do you wear a football jersey with nothing underneath? Let me know. Hopefully I can do a video tomorrow for day 2. If anything crazy happens, today is my day off at work, my day job. So if something crazy happens, I do finish work tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So I could be back tomorrow. day 2. I'm going to try to do as many videos as possible. 100% after every single preseason game, I'm going to be doing a video. Frank Reich says that Matt Corral and Bryce Young are going to get a lot of reps during preseason, which is great to see. I could totally see a Bryce Young making the first start, and then everything else just Matt Corral maybe after the second series or so, and then later on in preseason, maybe after the second half or after the first quarter, all Matt Corral. Andy Dalton doesn't have to do anything. He's fine. But I'm going to do obviously a video after every single preseason game. I am so excited about this because we've talked about the Panthers without a full-fledged starting, potentially Pro Bowl, Super Bowl winning quarterback on our roster since Cam Newton. And we got something to talk about. Win, lose, we got something to talk about. And I cannot wait. Man. Talk to you guys soon.